Hello again. I've had some questions and thoughts come up about my last music video, Diagnose Me. I'm posting to answer those questions and to elaborate on what my intentions were with this project. There was one question about the filming location and what it was like to shoot there. This beautiful brick building, the training school of Boulder, Montana, was established in 1893 as the Montana Deaf and Dumb Asylum. And in 1903, the mentally ill and disabled youths were admitted for the first time. Filming in this now dilapidated building was both eerie and fascinating. The peeling paint and neglect made the perfect backdrop to symbolize the descent into mental illness. There were double-sided mirrors for observation and experiment notes on chalkboard. I got goosebumps when I saw a random note in chalk saying Hannah was here. Spooky stuff. But it also felt like a confirmation that I was meant to do this. I was meant to be there. Another interesting contrast, in a place where presumably some dark things occurred, was a poster in a window reading, "Hope is our most precious treasure." A beacon of hope and a powerful reminder that there is always light to extinguish the darkness. Despite the somber atmosphere of this video, believe me, there was plenty of laughter, fun, and silliness behind the scenes. Some of my friends have asked, "Who's this sad emo girl in your videos? That's not the Hannah we know at all." And it's true, I'm not all doom and gloom. But I am a very deep thinker, and I process a lot of life's harder emotions and experiences through music, which is why I think they come out with a minor sound. Though OCD has been very difficult, I also credit it as the reason for my creativity. Chaos is often the prelude to creativity. Another person asked, did this actually happen to you? Were you actually institutionalized? The answer is no. I mostly kept it together on the outside, but was absolutely falling apart on the inside. The shame and self-condemnation I was feeling had me very close to a mental breakdown. As an artist, I sometimes forget that not everybody thinks in metaphors like I do, that some take things more literally. What I was trying to convey in the video is the fear, anxiety, and isolation one experiences with mental illness. My thought was that the asylum was my mind and everything going on inside it. I added a new scene at the end to make it clear that the video is of my interior mind. So check it out. There was also a comment that the video seemed pretty bleak. And yes, it does, because the history of how the mentally ill were treated is bleak. There are still many existing stigmas around mental illness. I didn't want to soften those edges. But I do really want to emphasize that there is hope and our understanding is progressing. I will share with you what that healing looked like for me. 1, if you are struggling, talk to someone. Once you say out loud what is going on in your mind, it loses power. 2, I found the right counselor. I found a wonderful counselor who struggles with OCD himself, so he really understood the nature of the disorder. 3, I did EMDR therapy to form new neural pathways in my brain. Again, this takes the right certified counselor. 4, I sought out information and listened to other people who struggle with OCD, specifically the comedian Maria Bamford, who is frank and honest about what intrusive thought OCD is really like. Hearing her experience lifted a tremendous weight off my shoulders, and I was so relieved to learn I was not alone. 5, I found a low-dose medication that works for me. And finally, I don't know where I'd be if it weren't for my Heavenly Father's unfailing love. Don't give up when you're lost in your mind. God can find you even there. Okay, I hope that gives a little more context and a lot more hope. I'm being open and sharing these things to bring awareness and start conversations, so don't hesitate to message me with any questions. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.